What's going on, guys? We're gonna talk about Nav. Nav is the Raptors fan that goes to every single home game, and the reason we're talking about him is because he said something quite disturbing, right? He said that Kawhi gets more credit than he deserves because there were other people playing like Van Vliet, Lowry, and Gasol. And he said it like if those three players combined equaled a Kawhi. Like, that's not how it works, bro. Like, those people had good games because most of the pressure was off of them and most of the pressure was on Kawhi. If you go back and watch those games, people were double teaming Kawhi, right? They were not double teaming Lowry. They were not double teaming Gasol. They were not double teaming Van Vliet. They were double teaming Kawhi. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that he didn't matter that much, right? Like, yes, Lowry, Van Vliet, and Gasol played their hearts out, like you said, but that's not enough to beat Philly, okay? Even with DeRozan, you wouldn't have beat Philly. Not with Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry to tell you, but you would not have. You would have lost in the second round. You would have lost to the Bucks if you somehow miraculously passed it through Philly. Like, you're talking like the Raptors were that big of a threat. Like, they weren't. Without Kawhi, they weren't a threat. Right? I don't care if you have DeRozan. They're just not that good, right? Like, nobody's scared of the Raptors. At least not the DeRozan Raptors. But if you have Kawhi, that's a whole different story. Now, should you retire his jersey? No. Like he said, he's only been there for 1 year. Now, he did deliver the one championship that the Raptors will probably get in a few years, right? I don't see the Raptors, unless they get a superstar by trade, but other than that, I don't see the Raptors getting another championship anytime soon. So you should appreciate this dude because he did deliver on a promise. Kawhi could have just crossed his arms and played like Harden does when CP3 is on ball, right? Which is just walking through the court, just minding his own business, not paying attention. Like, Kawhi could have done that, but instead you got Kawhi to play like Kawhi, and he delivered a championship, right? Lowry, Van Vliet, and Gasol do not equal Kawhi, okay? He said basically that, people are attributing the success to Kawhi, and in a way I kind of understand what he's saying, like, but at the same time, it's like it is because of Kawhi, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like DeRozan would have led you to the finals, and even if he had, I don't know, I don't think you would have beat Golden State. The only reason why Kawhi did win is because the Warriors got injured, and that's not like an asterisk to say Kawhi couldn't do it. It's more like the Raptors couldn't do it, right? Because the second best player on the team was Kyle Lowry. Like, I was not expecting the Raptors to win either way, but I was hoping they won, right? Because Kawhi's my favorite player, but not because necessarily I thought the Raptors had it in them to win. And quite frankly, I didn't see that much of a championship mentality besides Kawhi and somebody else. I don't remember who. I think it was maybe Gasol, right? But then Kyle Lowry kind of started playing off, like playing cool or playing good for the first time in his career and in playoff history. He started actually playing quality basketball, but I don't think he would have done that if DeRozan was there, right? Because we've seen Kyle Lowry with DeRozan. It just isn't like they're friends, right? And they play like friends, but they don't play like champions. You know what I mean? So Kyle Lowry kind of stepped up. I attribute it to Kawhi, whether Nav likes that or not. Like, Kawhi just has this whole different vibe going on, right? When you see a team with Kawhi, Kawhi's getting double teamed, and nobody else on that team is getting double teamed. The reason being is Kawhi is just that much better, right? Does DeRozan even get double teamed? I don't think so, right? So you can't pretend like Kawhi isn't the reason why you guys are champions. Like, he is the reason why you guys made it to the finals in the first place. Even with Kawhi, you barely won against Philly. I don't see that happening with DeRozan. That's all I'm saying. Should you retire his jersey? Probably not, right? But don't disrespect Kawhi like that, because that's silly, right? To say that he wasn't that important. Alright, but that's about it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. And yeah. Oh, if you have any comments, leave them down. If you think that Nav was 100% right and the Raptors would have won with DeRozan, leave it down in the comments as well. But other than that, I'll see y'all soon.